Hello and welcome to the presentation regarding the new families or new students receiving a MacBook at St Augustine's College. So the idea of this presentation is just to give you a little outline of the program so that you understand exactly what the students are receiving and what their responsibilities are, and along with your own as parents or carers for those students. So what we'll look at is just a little introduction, the idea of learning anywhere, anytime, student and parent guidelines, some documentation around the program that we run, and just some practicalities of the handover. So our goal is to build and sustain a technology-rich learning environment here at St Augustine's College. The idea of being able to learn anywhere, anytime is central to this. One-to-one is about kids having access to a personal and portable computer. One-to-one doesn't stay at school outside of Year 7, and it's to prepare them for a digital lifestyle. Just some guidelines for use around these MacBooks. Students are to use their MacBook at school for educational purposes only. Nothing should be stored on the MacBook that does not reflect the college values. A very simple definition I'll give the kids this when they ask about it is don't have anything on there, don't visit any sites they wouldn't visit with their mum or their grandma sitting right next to them. It seems to help them understand exactly what is appropriate and what's not appropriate, and certainly that also generally aligns with our college values. The MacBook does come pre-installed with all the necessary software for student use, and any additional software can be provided or will be provided for certain subjects if it is required. For example, if you're doing graphics, you might need some certain CAD software. The school provides all that. We do reserve the right, however, to carry out software, hardware and data inspections of any MacBook at any time, and and we do complete weekly random checks and monitoring of student computer use. Within the classroom, the MacBooks must always be ready for learning, so the idea is they are charged at home and the charger is left at home. There is no need to bring the charger to school with these MacBooks. They should hold a charge for 8 hours. Within school, it's used under teacher supervision and at the teacher's directions. We do have specialised software which helps us supervise within the classroom called LAN School, which basically allows every student to sign into a particular channel, and the teachers get a little thumbnail of every screen that is signed into their channel, and they know who has signed in and who hasn't. It does also have some really good educational tools in that same program, like sharing screens and things like that, which the teacher can use at their discretion as well. Ultimately, but it is used for educational purposes, so there's not to be any downloads on that computer that should interfere with learning. Here at school, the students do get access to the college wireless network only, all right, and it comes preset on our computers. Right, this will connect them to the internet, and at home, if you would like to offer them connection to your internet service, if you have it, that is up to you, but it's your rules and expectations that will apply at home. So if you choose not to allow internet access at home, that's entirely your prerogative, and that's just something that the students have to work through. In terms of assessment and homework using the MacBook, often the aim is to try and get that fully integrated. Okay, so we do have a number of quite nifty new tools that are at our disposal to help with this under the Microsoft suite of programs, which look at really innovative ways to link that online learning and classroom learning with home. Loss of data we do not use as grounds for an appeal for assessment and extensions, so it is the student's responsibility to back up all of their work. They should be doing this at least weekly. And school email address will be provided to the student. So generally it's a derivative of their name. So for example, a student will always then be at mybce.catholic.edu.au. Within the classroom, BCE has recently adopted the Microsoft 365 suite of programs, and this has allowed greater integration of ICLT in the classroom, but this integration continues into the home. So there's a greater continuity then of learning between the classroom and home. It's a central hub of programs for students that are accessible from anywhere, as they are web-based programs. So they could actually tap into these programs and these lessons if the teachers are using them from a home computer as well. And there's also a new student portal interface with enhanced tools for students, which ultimately is a bit more of an organisational tool than what it has been in the past. Regard to the Mac's ownership, so the students do not own the Mac, the family doesn't own the Mac. The college owns the computers, and the students manage and use the computers. So the computer remains the property of the college, and we may ask for it to be returned for maintenance and for extended periods of time. There is no guarantee that the students will have these over holidays. Recently, 2 year levels have had to bring theirs back over the Christmas holidays, and they have not been given a computer for that time. Students have the use of MacBook while they are enrolled at the college. If they leave the college, students must return the MacBook and accessories in good order, and if it is not returned or not returned in good order, the replacement cost will be charged to the family's account. So as I said, the college-owned and student-managed. In Year 7, what that looks like, the practicalities of its day-to-day use, is that they will be secure in the charging lockers which are placed in each classroom. During Semester 2, at some point, when the teachers believe the class as a whole is ready, the computers will be able to travel home once students have achieved their MacBook license. All Macs are set to an individual student and they are named and tagged. They must be charged, or they will be charged nightly at school. When travelling to and from school, some point in Semester 2, they should always travel in the case that is provided. And during breaks, they should also be locked in those lockers, the big charging lockers. It is recommended, as I said, that the data backup is done weekly, and students are able to re-image their computer at school if they need to. So what re-imaging does is it effectively sets it back to new, and it speeds up and cleans up the computer. This wouldn't be a problem for students who are just receiving a computer for the first time. A lot of students would like to do this generally at the start of the year to start fresh for a new year level. If there is any loss, theft or repairs, it is the student's responsibility. There is a warranty that is provided from Apple, and we take out an extended warranty on these computers. So anything that Apple would normally cover under warranty for any of their consumer electronics, they would cover under this, and they make the decision on that. It is not our decision. For anything that needs to be fixed or replaced outside of that warranty, we also have insurance on the computers. So generally speaking, any issues that you have, any accidents, if the computer's dropped, last year we had one that was run over because it fell off the roof of a car, that you can actually then get these computers fixed through our insurance. All right, but like all insurance policies, there are excess charges on those, and the excess charge is $250. So if the computer's working and there is damage on it, we wouldn't say that the computer has to be fixed if it was being continually used by that student. But obviously, if there was further damage done to it to the point where the computer was no longer serviceable, then certainly that would be a good time to fix that computer. There would only be one charge of $250, even though there might have been 3 or 4 separate incidents. If the computer is lost or if it gets stolen, a police report must be filled in. We would need the crime reference number or the police report number. And that would be part of the insurance process. And look, in the case of the insurance company rejecting the claim, the family would be charged the full replacement cost. Now, this has not happened in my time here at the school. However, it is a remote possibility that would be able to happen. So it is something that we need to be aware of. In the past, there has been some issues with the computers and the students' handling of them. Most commonly, these are dents, deformed cases, frayed adapters and power chargers, when the computers are dropped, and any liquid damage. So here in the top left corner, I've just got a few photos here, of some damage. First of all, in the top left corner, the big box thing with the 4 coloured baskets, that is the actual lockable charging carrier that is in the Year 7 classrooms, where the students will lock and charge their computers. All right, the one just going around in a clockwise direction from there then. So again, the next one you can just see it's been dropped on the corner of the computer. All of these would have resulted in a $250 insurance claim being made apart from the charger. The next one you can see as well, it's just the actual charging port's been a bit warped, and again it's been hit up against the brick wall or something there. The charger on the bottom right hand corner, you can see that the actual insulation has come away from the charger near the magnetic attachment. Now that would not be an insurance claim normally. Quite often if you see a charger from your child and it's looking like that, get them to bring it into the hub, and more than likely that would be covered under a warranty. So, but obviously that presents a significant danger in the house if the insulation off the wiring has come away. So please, if you see that, send it straight into us. The next one there as well, you can't see it too well, but the bottom half of it is more or less sort of curved upwards, and obviously the stickers on there and the trackpad is all cracked. And again, the next one that you can see, again, it's just the corners have come in for a bit of heavy treatment there and been knocked. Same with the one above it. Now, all of those, all that damage would have been preventable if it was in its case. So these are from students who have dropped it or had an accident. It hasn't been in its case. and hence, that ends up costing the family $250 to fix that. Now, we do have a significant amount of technical support here at school. So the teachers will offer some student training, and the ICLT technicians can also help out with that as well. They are given some basic troubleshooting skills. Now, we do have the ICLT support department, which is located at the back of the library. They're open from 8 till 4 every day, and I encourage all students to report any problems that they may have straight to the guys in the ICLT hub, as they can help them out with it. And they're not going to say that things have to be fixed immediately, but it's a good idea for them to be aware of it, so that when further issues might come from the computer, they sort of have that background information. And of course, you can always ring Apple support for any queries outside of hours. So ultimately, what happens next? Once you're happy with this presentation, if you want to ask any questions, by all means you can email me or contact me through the school office. You will be able to download off the portal some documentation. So it will be the MacBook contracts. Okay, you sign 2 pages on that. I'm going to go into this a little bit further in the next couple of slides, but they must be signed and returned before students will be able to take control of the computers. So at the handover process, students will collect a Mac, and if there's any problems or queries regarding the unit, you must bring it back to the hub within the first 48 hours. Okay, then once you've done that, you need to take the MacBook home, unless you are in Year 7, and obviously lock it in school in the school-provided locker. So in terms of the documentation, what are you signing and why? So on page 1, you are signing a document that states that you agree to the terms of access as set out in the acceptable use of computer and internet resources policy, right, which is the last 4 pages of that handout, that download. Page 2, you are signing, basically it says what the school package entails. So it says that you'll receive a computer, a charger, and a bag. In terms of that documentation, the 4-page contract as well, it is good to be aware there is a line in there stating the excess charges in terms of loss, damage or breakage. And there's also another line in there regarding the fact that students will get given their ID card with $20 worth of printing credit on it. That is more than enough for them to get through a year. The students can print off in colour as well. However, this is charged at a lot higher rate than black and white. So please encourage them to only print off in colour. In black and white. That's what what page 1 will look like. So there is a space at the top half for the students to sign, and parents must sign the bottom half, and that is page 2. So again, students can fill out the top 4 sections, and the parents sign the bottom. So again, this page here says that you agree to the back 4 pages of the contract. This page here states what you're going to receive. So once paperwork's completed, they need to hand it over at the ICLT hub. You need to show your student ID to get the MacBook, and it's it's loaned out on our library system. And then you log on back in the classroom and perform the initial setup. So your 8 to 12 students can take the MacBook home that day, and obviously you contact the college with any concerns. And any Year 7 students, they will return to the class with the teacher, and they'll be directed by the teachers on how they actually want to manage those computers within the classroom. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My name is Luke Thompson. I'm one of the assistant principals, and you can contact me through the school contact details or on my email, which is lbthomson@bne.catholic.edu.au. Thank you.